Let me go grab them. I didn't even grab them, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. This one and so I like to do this every once in a while, and I figured since I'm back kind of hanging out, maybe we should do it right off the bat and celebrate a little bit. We are also celebrating, you guys, I don't know if you knew this or not, but I reached my 100,000 followers. In fact, I think we're at 104,000 at this point already. So tonight I'm going to gift away to 2 people who are on my text message list. All you had to do was be receiving my text messages. I'll scroll through members every once in a while and grab people to give away boxes. So this is just practice ribbon. It is just for you to practice making bows. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It's just, it's just ribbon. So I'll open the first box just so you can see. So we have some stars. Oh, I love this ribbon. It's one of my favorites. Some polka dots, Christmas, fall, pink, Halloween. Ooh, I like this one too. Ooh, I love this one. How did this one end up in here? I love this one. Okay, so Halloween. I love that one. Some ghosts. So there's a lot of that one. Anyway, this is just supposed to be for you to practice with. So practice making your bows. This is a good one. What the heck? Some red, some buffalo plaid, some more fall. This is a good one. So just for you to practice with, right? So I have 2 people I'll be calling off in just a little bit. This is the first one. And let's see if this is any different. Oh, this is different. Okay, we have some more buffalo, some stripes, watermelons, plaids, ooh, some flowers, some Halloween. What's this red one? Poinsettias, snowman. Got a little bit of everything in here. I love this. What is this doing in here? I love that one. Ooh, nice and nice. Ooh, these are good. How? I don't know how. I didn't pack these boxes. I had a pile of the ribbon, and I had Heather pack them the last time she was here. Heather and actually Emma. So anyway, so these are just my thank you boxes that go out at no cost. Here are 2 people that we'll be calling off later. So I'll call the first one. After we get to our first layer of mesh and ribbon is on, and I'll call the second one before we do our bow. So before we get started, if you've watched me for the last 2 days, I did 2 wreaths, 2 pancake wreaths using red border mesh. So I want to point out something, if y'all don't know this. So I've made 2 wreaths already with these 2, but this, what I have right here, enough is left, can make one more full wreath. So I have enough here to make 1 full. So when you have 2 rolls of mesh of the same kind, you can make 3 bases. So keep that in mind when you're buying your mesh and you're costing out things and you're thinking about cost. It's a really good tip, especially when you're making these pancake style. Hey everyone! Hey, I'm so excited to be here. Hey Kevin! I'm really excited to be here. It's been a while since I've been pretty consistent, and I feel like I'm back in the groove a little bit. Let's see how long this goes for. This is a kit. It's available inside my shop. It comes with the Shamrock sign, a 10-yard roll of the high foil emerald green. It comes with the ribbon for your tails. The ribbon for your tails are the shamrocks, and the buffalo plaid. Look at how cute that looks together. And then for our bow, we just have, and I say just for a reason, we just have the plaid and the solid green. Look at how pretty that is, because I don't really want to take too much away from the clover greenery that we're going to put in there. So really still pancake style, still, you know, not crazy heavy for our frame, but just enough to be a little bit cute here and a little different. So we're going to get started. This is going to be for our bow. I'm going to set this aside. I already pre-cut the ribbon for this. Hey everyone, I already pre-cut the ribbon for the tails, so that's already done. Again, these are they're 2.5 inches wide. Hey Sue, hey Bonnie, 2.5 inches wide, and I cut them 14 inches long for our tails. Okay, all right, so the first thing I'm going to do, so that's what your kit comes with. So the first thing I'm going to do is add our pipe cleaners. What's going on, y'all? I told you I was in. I told you I'm in. We're giving away, we're gifting, going to gift 2 boxes of our practice ribbon. And then I'll try to be consistent about that as well, as long as I have ribbon on hand. So this is a 14-inch frame, very similar to the last, not very similar, but the exact same recipe that I've used the last couple days in a row. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. So we're going to put 6 twist ties right here around the front. So we have ring 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we have 4 rings, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we have 6 of these brackets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so around the first 2 rings, I'm putting a pipe cleaner right where that bracket is. And around the second, the third and fourth ring, I'm going to put it right in between. Okay, St. Patrick's Day, my birthday. Awesome! That's a fun birthday. That's a fun birthday. You guys, if you are buying kits, please keep in mind, Etsy will charge you, if you're buying more than 1 at a time, Etsy will charge you for 2 shipping charges. I will refund the excess shipping, whatever I don't need and require for your actual shipping. I'll refund that when I actually ship your when I ship your thing, which everything that's ordered tonight or previously will go out tomorrow. So I just want you to know that, because it'll charge you shipping for each kit, but don't worry, I promise you I will be refunding that excess for sure. Hey Linda, hey Barbara, hey everyone. What is up? Hey Cindy, Barbara, Laura. All right, so this, hey Lydia, this is super easy, super quick. Around the outside though, I'm just making sure that it's a little snug. It's not super, super tight, but tight enough where when I run my finger along here, it's not moving, right? I don't want it to move. I want it to have a good foundation. So I'm going in between ring 2 and 3. I'm coming on the outside here. I'm going to go crisscross, twist, twist, nice and tight. Again, tight enough where that doesn't move down there. Hey, Olga. All right. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside. Now we're going to go on the outside first. Move all these things in place. Move all that stuff, by the way. We're going to go on the outside first. Hey, Nita, Jackie. What are you guys doing tonight? What are y'all doing? All right, I'm going to ruffle this right up the center, as most as I possibly can. I'm just going to make sure that that center stays little. Okay, I can vouch for that. Mel is all about the postage. Yes, right? Listen, I cannot find an easy way to get around it, because if y'all buy a wreath kit and a wreath, then there's different charges to that. So, right? Because, you know, the wreath kit can't go in the wreath box. And believe it or not, people have done it before where they're buying a kit and a wreath. I don't know why, they do. It's fine. It's not bad. but I have to make sure I'm covered for shipping on that cost, right? Okay, so now we're doing a pancake style. Y'all can do however you want. I made 4 bridesmaids bouquets. And awesome, Anita. Hey, Kelly. How are you, dear? So I'm going to ruffle right at the center, keeping that center nice and little. And then I'm going to keep it little. It's really thick stuff, too, so... Aw, happy birthday to your son, Lydia. Karen, who you watching? Put it right down there. Mesh to metal. Put it all the way down in there. Mesh to metal. I'm crafting a wreath for my mom for Valentine's Day. Took apart a very old heart-shaped. Aw, that's so sweet, Suzanne. Twist nice and tight. And then I'm going to take these 2 ends and overlap them. This is called a pancake style. And so it's going to be, the whole wreath itself is going to be round and flat like a pancake. But in order to get it that way, each piece of mesh has to be round and flat like a pancake. Oh, it does look like a clover. You're right. Huh? I'm going to move these out of the way so that I can... So again, after our first layer of mesh and ribbon is on, we'll call off our first person. And then just before we have the bow, we'll call off our next person. Recovering from my fall. What? Kelly. I don't know if I knew that. Maybe I did. Hey, St. Patrick's Day last night. Using the same. Awesome. Yeah, this is really pretty ret mesh. High foil is always really nice. It does make it a little thicker, which is also good. And, you know, the foil makes it all very sparkly. So, very nice mesh here. It's the sign for me. It's the sign. I love that sign. Like, love the sign. It's so simple. It's just really cute. Hey, Cheryl. I'm good. How are you, dear? Oh, yeah. Yeah. The one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to... I didn't even know you still had internet. Damon Oates. Listen. I've told them I took a long, much needed mental health breakdown break. Not breakdown, but I'm back. It's what I know. I'm back and I'm crazy excited for the workshop. Length of your mesh cuts. It is 20 inches. So we have 12 twist ties. So 12 pipe cleaners added. And the length of the mesh is 20 inches. Dee, are you still here? I just did today and put all my mastermind calls in my planner. I got in the circle. I'm navigating through that. So I definitely have internet. Where did you get the sign? So I ordered them in bulk so that I could use them for this kit. I just got your message. Thanks for your heads up. Yeah, so I'm not sending messages all the time, but tonight was real special because we have 2 people that were gifting a nice box of practice ribbon too. So figured if I'm going to give something away, I may as well let everybody know so they can come check it out. Is it La Keisha? Is it La Keisha or La Kisa? Our first call is Wednesday. I know. I'm glad that I was looking today. I was like, and then I was on the phone on texting with the Mad Moms and Minivans group. Do you even know that group? Maybe you don't. Anyway, their call was today, and they're like, you know, they said something about the call, and I was like panicking, like, oh my gosh, I forgot. And then I got really nervous, and I was telling Aaron that I was really nervous about the mastermind. Oh my gosh, the green is gorgeous. You guys, listen, I had the green. I actually had the green for this originally, and then over Christmas, or over the Christmas holiday, I was using it for green. Mad Moms and Mini Kids. Have you guys heard that story yet? You guys didn't hear that story? I gotta tell you. So we're at Mastermind. We get in Mastermind, and you're getting to know these gals, and you're hitting it off, and traveling is far, right? You're traveling, and you're going to the same place, and you're getting to know these folks, so you start traveling together. Well, long story short, I'll save you all the extra details. Who's it? Vanessa, Beth from the Ruffled Daisy, Vanessa from Owl Will Be Crafty, Nancy from Taffy to You, Tammy, of course, Coach Tammy, and myself. I really hope that's everyone. I think so. Anyway, we're all driving in the car together, and we ended up getting like 2 different vehicles, and we ended up in a minivan, right? Here are all of us, like, totally hip, cool, we think we're all cool, right? And we're looking, to drive 2 hours to Mastermind, and we're heading there in a minivan. And I don't know how I said that or why I said it, but I was like, oh, we're like Mad Moms and minivans. And so it stuck. So we named ourselves, that's what our group text's name is. That's what it is. All right. So those are the boxes that have our practice ribbon in. Love Tammy. I totally love Tammy. Hey, Hallie. I'm watching us. I don't seem to be freezing, but that doesn't mean that it's not. Okay, I'm just going to set these in here really close, really quick, and then we'll talk about it. Again, these are 2.5 inch ribbons. They're cut 14 inches long. I'm going to just set these in here for a second before I pull them apart. And then we'll get started and call our first person. Practice ribbon is awesome. Hey, Lori. Not freezing yet. It's not freezing here. Okay, I just want to make sure. So big day tomorrow. I am dropping off a load over to the boutique. Then I have also neglected. Not completely, but hey, April. So they're getting a good dose of St. Patrick's Day and Valentine's Day in the morning. So we're going to talk about why I chose all this ribbon for the kit and all that stuff in just a second. Okay, number 1, I always put my favorite ribbon on the top. Okay, number 2, I'll always bend them like this and kind of form them before I put it in so that it helps them stay in this particular design. Look, I know we all have all different, we all watch different people. We all have different things that we do. And this is one of the ones that I make the most of. So it's what I make here with you on the public page. But you want everything out to the ends. You want everything out to the ends, right? So I'm going to cut all these off. I twisted that about till there's about an inch there. So far, we have a 14-inch frame. We have 12 twist ties, 6 around the outside. Remember, there's 4 rings to this wreath base. 4 rings. The inside 2 rings have these. The outside 2 rings have these, which are almost complete here. We have a 20-inch piece of mesh. So the mesh is 10 inches wide. I cut it 20 inches long. Okay. And then I put it in there, ruffled it in there, got it in there. And then I added 2 pieces of this stuff. I'm going to take my pipe cleaner and stuck it underneath there. Stuff it underneath there. My name is on one of those notes I'd like to pass on. Oh, Donna, you're so sweet. How many do you usually have at boutique at one time? As many as they will fit. as many as they will fit. And if I had to give you an exact number, between 20 and 30. Okay, so I took the green pipe cleaners because we have green mesh that blends in nicely, okay? And I'm going to tuck that underneath there so we're not seeing it as much as we want. Look, in some cases, the wreath forms, like the pre-made wreath forms with the really cute twist ties, those are good to see. Those are fine to see. You want to see those. They're actually part of your design. It's perfect. These pipe cleaners, not so much, okay? Pipe cleaners, and so I think it was Tammy, somebody said this, I don't remember who now, but somebody said, when you see pipe cleaners, you think DIY, right? You think homemade DIY. Well, I don't want people to think that when I'm trying to sell them, you know, an $80 wreath, right? So, how do you know if you win? I'm going to call off, I have two names right underneath here. I'm going to call them off. I'm going to call one off in just a minute as soon as I get this layer done. And then I'll call the second one off before I make the bow to this design. Okay, so I'm going to pull these apart. I chose the buffalo plaid, obviously, because the buffalo plaid and the sign. I chose these bright glitter shamrocks because it is going to go well with our mesh, right? Shamrocks, all stuff. Mesh is cut at 20 inches. Ribbons are cut at 14. Again, this is actually a kit available inside our Etsy shop. I have 4 weeks at a local list. Sold 10 over the holidays. Awesome! See? So I choose someone from my text message list. That's the only way you are eligible, or the only way I can choose your name is if you're on my text message list. Now, I don't send a text message every time I go live because the text messages they're costly, and I don't have that kind of money, let's be real. I don't. But that's how I choose my friends for a gift. That's how I choose. So, there we go. All right, so tuck this under. Okay. Pull them apart. Pull it apart. Pull it apart up and down. Pull it apart sideways. Now look at what I did. I made sure that as I went around, it stayed the same. So I have plaid, shamrock, plaid, shamrock, plaid, shamrock, plaid, shamrock, all the way. You guys, it just helps make that, it helps make it look nicely, right? It helps your eye just relax and look at the whole thing. Super pretty, super cute. If you order 2 kits, is shipping cheaper. So if you order 2 kits, Etsy will charge you, initially it'll charge you for the 2 shipping charges. Tomorrow when I ship everyone's, if you order 2 at the same time, or if I find that you had 2 boxes, or if you've emailed me and said, hey, I ordered one yesterday and I ordered this one today, you got to let me know, because if you don't let me know, then I won't know, okay? But if I'm shipping 2 kits in one box, I will be able to refund almost all of the second. It just depends on where you are and how much the actual shipping turns out to be. So that's the answer to that. So if you order 2, you're getting a deal because you don't have to pay 2 shipping out, because I'll refund. I'll be refunding 1. Okay, so for those of you who are on my text message list, thank you very much. I know it's been very different over the last couple of weeks, months, and mostly because the charges for the actual text messages on my end have definitely changed. So every time I send out a text message, it's like $100, and I can't do that. I don't have that kind of money. So thank you for still being there. When I do have, like, we have the workshop coming up with the creative coaches, so I'll make sure I send out a link to that tomorrow, just to make sure that you have that link and you know. And if it's important stuff, I will spend the money to make sure that you have the knowledge or have whatever you need. But if it's just me going live just on a random, just because, I'm probably not going to send a a text unless I really need your support, or really need you guys emotionally to come help and hang out with me. But I'm gonna try to save those dollars for other parts of my business that might benefit the both of us a little bit more. So I did send out a message tonight because we are gifting away 2 boxes of our practice ribbon. I showed them off at the beginning. It's nothing crazy fancy, right? I'll show them off again at the end so you know what you're kind of in store for. Our very first person is Mary Van Ripper from San Francisco, California. Mary Van Ripper. Oh, hey! I know Mary! I didn't even realize that. Mary from San Francisco, California. Mary, if you're here, I will be reaching out to you for your address, and I'll be shipping you our box. Hey, Deanna. Okay, and then we have one more person that we'll give away right before we do the bow. Hey, Deneen. How are you, dear? So that was the first one. Mary Van Ripper. Van, V-A-N-R-I-P-E-R. Mary Van Ripper. Okay, so the next layer, we're doing the exact same thing. Okay, if you guys see Mary Van Ripper show up, make sure you let her know. Please. Or we're doing the... Get out of there. We're doing the exact same thing. We're going to go right on the top. Have you thought of using a telegram for texting? So I'll say, ever since the change, I haven't really looked into anything else. I know there are a couple other services out there that other folks are using, and I just haven't taken my brain time to look into it. So I will be in the future. I do know that I plan to also use my emails a lot more, since that is considerably cheaper, like way cheaper. So I'm going to utilize that as well for the future. So different ways. If you guys aren't on my email list, you can, and I don't send a lot, so you're not going to get like a million from me. But if you're not on the list, you can go to my website, sincerelycreativemom.com, and you can sign up for the emails that way. So anyway, okay, we're doing the exact same thing. So 20 inches on our mesh, coming in right on top, right? Right on top. I have something a little bit different tomorrow. So different, not mesh, we're going to do a grapevine tomorrow. At least I'm pretty sure that's what we're doing tomorrow. We're going to overlap this. Again, don't forget this is a kit. This is a kit itself. Wait till you see what I add in here. It's going to be so cute. Okay, we're doing the same thing all the way around. Did I literally not cut? Oh, no, it's on the floor. Thanks, Rhonda. Bonnie. Yeah, see, Bonnie will tell you I don't send a lot. In fact, I send very few and far between. But if that's the way I can get in touch with y'all and not have it cost me an arm or a leg, I'll probably be using that. So, what did you cut your mesh at 20? Yes, this is 20 inches. The mesh is 20 inches. Yep. The mesh is 20 inches and the ribbon is 14 inches. I'm digging this green sparkly foil mesh along with the shamrocks. It looks fantastic. Hey, Amber! Kelly, this is the directions to the kit. This is the video directions for the kit. So, happy birthday. Whose birthday? My 60th birthday. Who's Ginger? Ginger? Ginger. Who Ginger birthday? Who's Ginger? What Ginger's last name? Can't even get my words out. What Ginger? Is it Ginger Riley? So crisscross, twist, twist. Make sure that's really tight. I'm going to take those ends every single time I'm doing the same thing and put them, overlap them. So one thing I want to point out, oh, Ginger, different Ginger. Hey, Ginger, I was going to say Merry Christmas. Happy birthday. So one thing I do want to point out, when you get your ribbon, it may be, like, I know I did this one, so I know that it's 14 inches long, but when you get your ribbon, it might be wrapped like this in 12 inches. So don't just cut, y'all. Don't do that. Make sure you are undoing it and measuring out 14 inches. It won't look bad if you cut 12 inches. It won't look bad, but it won't look like this if you cut 12 inches. So make sure when you're measuring it, you measure in 14 inches. Notifications on Facebook whenever you go live. Coaches on the group. I don't know. Aww. I don't know how to, I know when you're on Facebook, Facebook can send you a notification that lets you know that I'm live, but I don't know how to direct you how to do that. And I'm really hoping at this moment that Damon is not still listening. Just saying. I should probably know how to do that. Anita, awesome. Thank you, dear. If you have an 18-inch metal form, how many pipe cleaners? Okay. I don't know how many pipe cleaners I would use, but I would use the same method. So, for example, I would put one twist tie right where the bracket is, you know, grab 2 rings, because you need that for foundation. And then I'm assuming there would be 4 rings total. And I would do the same thing, like, so right where the bracket is, and then right between the 2 brackets. I don't know how many brackets are on an 18-inch wreath, so I don't know what to tell you, but I would still do the same. I've done a pancake style on 18-inch frame. Turns out to be pretty big. This is a good size just by itself. From 14-inch to an 18-inch definitely makes a much larger wreath, and therefore a larger box, and therefore not what I want to do. But if you're just asking for yourself, for your own good, I would still do right where the brackets are and right between. If that makes any sense. I hope it does. This is so pretty. It looks like it's like, I'm watching it and the thing, it looks like it's like, I don't know, like glittering. Oh, that light just went blue. Did you see that? Oh, it's turning off. My lights hate me. What's going on? Evelyn says, go to Sincerely Creative Mom page. At the top, hit the 3 dots. Turn on Facebook notifications. There we go. I should pay attention in class. Although I have a feeling in the mastermind I'm in, it's not going to be what we're covering. All right. Okay, this one's a little bit fluffier, just because this mesh is fancy. Here, why don't you just stay under there? There, stay. Boom. And I put my arms all over this. So at the very end, I'll go throughout. Shimmery, that's what I was looking for. It does almost look like shamrocks. Okay, we're going to put this next layer on, and then before, you guys, I'm not cutting those off because I got to remind myself somehow, so I'm going to just do this. Like, don't cut it off. So your kit comes with, wait till you see how cute it's going to be. Okay, your kit comes with a bush of the clovers. It's really, really cute. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Just like this. Put it in there just like this. Okay, 2. I'm going to do 1. I'm just going to do 1. It's nice and, nope, just going to do 1. Okay, then bend it, I guess. That'll be fine. Ha ha ha. So cute. Nice and tight. Oh, I guess I should have done this first, right? All right, get yourself together, Melissa. Look at those clovers and how cute. Just nice little piece, nice little bit. All right. We're going to go around and put these in just one nice and tight, and we're going to do one, fold it, push it out towards you, and we're going to do one nice and tight so that we can put that greenery in there. Now, if you want, okay, if you want, are those just wire cutters? Or they're just wire cutters. They're like the third pair that I stole from my husband, because the very first pair that I love, I think I lost in one of the bins at my very first event in April last year. So yeah, I don't, they're just my husband's. Oh, it's been a year since I bumped into you. Oh, Susan. I haven't been back to Michael's. Oh, well, now it's too late. But I haven't been back there. I didn't go back to check out their sales this year. I was traveling with family. Hey, Michelle. All right. So yes, this is a kit available in my Etsy shop. Charlotte, it's okay. The replay will be available. Y'all, for those of you who are brand spanking new, if you're brave enough, you want to say hello and let us know that you're new so all of our friends can say hello and welcome you. And number two, if you're not following us already, if you want to make sure you can give us a heart, that way I can make sure I send you an invite so you can follow us. All right, so now I'm going to go through, I'm going to leave that just like that with one nice and tight twist. And I'm going to go through and pull those apart. So you just got to remember to do this before you cut off that pipe cleaner, okay? You just got to make sure you do that before you cut it off. And then I'm just going to put it in there nice and tight. Now, I'm used to doing this, and I'm used to putting it in there nice and tight, and I feel very confident that those little guys, once I have them in there, are not going to come out. But if you feel like, oh, that's not enough, you just add a little dab of glue to it. But I've been doing this now for a long time. And so as long as you have your grip nice and tight, they should not come out. Okay. Right? Nice and good. I got to take a drink. Ha! Jenny, I was thinking that. It's like, oh, that's kind of how I shop sometimes. All right, these are pushables. So again, this is a clover. You guys, some of you asked me why, if I went to market, this is either, I know you guys asked me last night, and I said no, and I gave you probably a long answer, and I don't remember what it was now, but this is what I ordered when I went to market. Tammy and I went to market last year in the summer, I think. Ask me why I ordered this. I have no idea. I walked around market like a kid in a candy store. I was so excited. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have any rhyme or reason to... listen, I have no business being at market. I just don't. Thank you, Regina. Thank you very much for sharing. I appreciate that very much. All right. I pushed them up mostly. You see, it's not all the way. Like, I have those pieces about an inch apart because I don't want it to be too crammed, all kind of bunched up. So I have them all kind of, look how cute that it's going to look, just like that. I'm going to put it right down in there. I left it long because I didn't want to cut it short in case, right? In case I'm all confident that I'm going to, you know, put that in there nice and tight. And in case it doesn't go in there nice and tight and it gets loose, I wanted at least it to be long, and I put a hook on it so that it wouldn't just fall off, right? Did you have friends here in Crossville, Tennessee? So we went to visit Aaron's sister who lives in Jasper, Tennessee. No, I just lied. Jasper, Georgia. And her and the kids, like her husband had to work. He's a nurse in an ER, so he had to work 2 days. So her and the kids, and Aaron and I and the kids, traveled up to Chattanooga for just an overnight stay. Chattanooga is adorable. It's so cute, Diana. It's so cute. Is this how I did this? I think this is how I did this. Yeah. Super cute. So there is 7 of these bunches, and you only need 6. So you're going to end up with 1 extra. It's fine. Okay, we're going to call our next person in just a minute here. Don't worry, because what we're going to put underneath here, we're going to have our sign there. It's going to hide the whole thing. It's going to be fine. Aww. Yes, Chattanooga was really cute. It's perfect for kids. Perfect for kids. The kids loved it. We went to the aquarium. The two buildings, which was really cool. We did not go to, listen, are you still here? I was just talking about you a minute ago. Your ears are ringing. Trying to be a better student in 2023, y'all. So I don't have him. Listen, I gotta face him in January in a couple weeks. We have our first. Gosh, it turns my tummy just thinking about it. Hey, Margaret Baker. Margaret, how was your first mastermind call? Were you excited? Oh, there we go. I love the aquarium. So cool. Whoever designed that aquarium in Chattanooga was like so smart. You go up the escalator or the elevator, you go up, and then you zigzag leisurely coming down. Like someone was smart. Hey, Vicky. All right, we're almost ready. Mary Van Ripper was our first person. As promised, before we start our bow, I'll call off our next person. Okay, then I'm going to do the same thing. And I'm just going to tuck that one little piece underneath those ribbons, kind of give it another extra little like security there. I'm going to leave those stems in there. That's fine. Again, at this point, after you have this underneath like this, at this point, if you feel like you are just don't trust me and you want some glue, at this point right now, you can go in there with your glue gun. Just checked mine to see if it was even happened to be on. It's not. But it's fine. I'm totally okay with it. It's in there nice and tight. It's not, look it, it's not even moving. Like I'm moving it, but it's not slipping in and out of there. It's going to be totally fine. All right, so our next person, I accidentally typed up my it's us. Oh no, Margaret. Okay, so let me just talk through this for just a second here. You know, or you've heard me say, I'm going to say it again, I have a text message service, okay? I used to send text messages whenever I was going live. Unfortunately, the cost to the text messages it used to be a one flat rate, right? So I could handle, I think it was a total of $500 for the whole month. Okay, so I could handle that. It was in my budget. It was in my business budget. I could handle it. It's changed now. I know I haven't been live for a long time, so it's been a while, and I haven't really talked to y'all about it. So I still do have the text message number. I still do and can use it. I'm gonna reserve it for extra special times, right? Like extra special times. Today was extra special because we were gifting away 2 boxes. I just want to show you what they are, and then I'll call the second person, and then we'll make our bow and add the sign. Okay, so it's practice ribbon. I got an order of one of the multiple wreaths. I was like, no, thank you. Oh, Damon. Oh no. So our practice ribbon is just ribbon. It's not ribbon I've used. It's just ribbon at the end of the roll, or when I'm doing kits, if I have extra ribbon left over. So like this one has really good black and white stripes. It has some stars. It has some plaid. It has some more stars. Red. It has some Christmas in it. Some snowmen, poinsettias, some Halloween. It's just supposed to be practice, right? Nothing, watermelons, polka dots, poinsettias, plaid. It's not supposed to be like anything you can make, it's just together, okay? It's just for you to practice. Hey, Coach Stacy! You guys are getting ready to see Coach Stacy in a couple of weeks. So if you're on my text messages, you'll get things like, we're talking about the workshop. We'll get things like links for the workshop to make sure you're signed up. If you are, I don't know, for some various things, but just not every single time I go live. You guys, I'm sorry. I really want to, trust me. I want to do that so I can make sure y'all are hanging out with me. Just make sure that you have the notifications on for my lives. And so when I am live, if you're on Facebook, it'll send you a message. It'll send you a notification, let you know that I am live. We're going to make the bow and attach the sign, and then we'll be done in just a moment. But I wanted, as promised, to let you know who the number 2 person was. I really appreciate you guys all for following me, for watching our YouTube videos, for being on our email list, all those things. I want you to especially give you extra special thank you for giving me a little extended grace over the holidays as I took time off after the event for Tammy and I was exhausted, and that exhaustion went into our last Home for the Holidays workshop, went into Christmas season, and we were buying gifts and wrapping gifts and even then delivering gifts for all the stuff that we did for the foster care program. I was just exhausted. So thank you very much for giving me time off and extending that grace to me and not being super, I know some of you are like, are you okay? You're texting me and I was texting back. But thank you very much for all that. I'm happy to be rested. I'm happy to be excited for the next year. I'm very much looking forward to it. Oh my gosh, Damon, 7,000. Yeah, see, no, I can't do that. That's not in my budget. So I will do this from time to time. It's going to be boxes that look just like this of just random pieces of ribbon. I want you to practice. I want you to play with the ribbon. I want you to practice. I want you to use it to practice your bows. I want you to sit with videos from me or your favorite bow person. I want you to do it on replay. Like I think I think Lisa just showed up where I sat with her videos for a long time, went back and forth and watched over and over till I felt comfortable making a bows. Please, if you are one of our gift people tonight or in the future, please use that. You can use it for whatever you want. I don't care, but use that to practice. It's always a great thing, especially you're not spending your own money on ribbon to practice with, and that was something that I struggled with in the very beginning. You're spending all this money on ribbon, and then you're going to practice with it, and sometimes you can waste a whole roll. So please use that. So we have our first person was Mary Van Ripper from San Francisco, California. Our next person, wait, I'm sorry, before that, I'm so sorry. Don't forget, we do have the creative coaching workshops coming up. If you're not in the coaching group, you can sign up. If you are in the coaching group, Don't forget, please don't forget. Don't forget to sign in through your membership, because that's where you can get your half off ticket for the workshop, okay? Anybody can join, but if you're a member already, you are entitled to half off the membership, and Damon's not going to refund you if you do it wrong, okay? He's told you, I'm going to tell you, it's not going to happen. There's too many things going on. So if you're a member, make sure you log in through your membership portal to sign in so you can get that perk. If you're not a member, I would love for you to use my link to sign up. It is melscreativeworkshop.com. melscreativeworkshop.com. Write that down. We'd love to have you. It is coming up, not this weekend, not next weekend, but the weekend after. All of the coaches will be there. Coach Stacy, I think, is even spending the night with me the night before, so we can travel together to Louisiana. We'll all be together. It's awesome. Derica, Stacy, Megan, Tammy, Jackie, Jordan, Damon. You know, at this point, I'm going to for sure forget someone. Derica, Stacy, everybody. If I just say everybody, does that work? Anyways, I'd love to have you, and make sure you use my link to sign up. I really appreciate that. Again, it's melscreativeworkshop.com. Y'all, our number 2 person, thank you very much, Stacy. Our number 2 person, Beverly Thompson. Beverly Thompson from Greenville, South Carolina. Beverly Thompson from Greenville, South Carolina, and Mary Van Ripper from San Francisco, California. For everybody, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Let's get this bow made and get our sign attached, and then y'all can be on your merry way. All right, an easy bow. Now listen, y'all were probably thinking I was nuts, because you can still see those pipe cleaners and all the guts here. I'm not going to let y'all see the guts. I don't want my customer to see that, right? I don't want them to do that. So if I was using a small sign, let's just say, that would look silly, right? It would. It would look silly, okay? It would look silly. Oh, Tina, don't make me start crying. Tina, don't say that. Okay, so if I had a small sign with, you can see still all the mesh that we were trying to hide. You could still see the, pipe cleaner and the guts. We don't want that. So if I use, this is my text number, Cheryl, 810-498-2310. Oh, Kevin, darn it, Tina. So if I use a bigger sign, right, it'll cover all of my greenery, all of this, okay, and it's going to cover my guts there, right? It's going to cover my guts. Okay, just like that. Oh, cool, Michelle, darn it. I'm going to print you a new text number because I know. I say it every day. I know. Hold on. My eyes are watering. Tina, I didn't expect that. I know. It's fine. It's totally fine. Okay, so I'm going to use this. I'm going to cut off our pieces here. Y'all, again, this was a kit. It's available inside my shop. It came with the mesh, the ribbon, the pipe cleaners, the mesh, the ribbons, the pipe cleaners, the greenery, the sign, and the ribbon for the bow that we're going to make in just a minute. If you know me, Damon, close your eyes. Just close your eyes. If you know me, hold on. I can't even find it. Well, oh, here it is. If you know me, you know that all of our kits come with the zip tie mounts. They are fine, okay? They are fine. You're going to take the thing off the back. You're going to put a little bit, now this is what you're probably going to want to have, a little bit of DAP Rapid glue on there and stick it on, okay? Then all you do is take your pipe cleaner. Aw, Lydia. You're You're going to take your pipe cleaner, slide it through there, and it'll be attached to the wood, of course. And then you can use this to go in through your mesh, which we're going to do in a minute. But then this would be attached to the sign, and you just use that. I personally like to use staples, but the sign is not quite 1/4 of an inch, and the staples are 1/4 of an inch. So I need to give it a little bit of padding, just a little bit of padding. Okay, I'm just going to put that on both sides. You are so real with us and relate to you. Ah, Myra, listen, I don't know where the tears are coming, but let's walk. Let's zip it. Oh, it's definitely blessed to have a awesome following, that's for sure. Okay, push. Smell appreciating that, Julie. You guys, I'm telling you, I'm not ready for tears. After our event, after the event with Tammy and I, it was, I just got goosebumps. It was overwhelming. It was way more than I could have ever expected. Y'all, you hear me talk about, like, for example, Wreath Makers Live is coming up. It's not my event, but I'm a speaker, and I'm insanely grateful. I'm crazy excited. I'm, not looking forward to the exhaustion that comes after. And it's not even my event. Like, it was amazing. It was amazing. It was more than Tammy and I could have ever imagined ever. And it was draining. I didn't really expect that. And I needed some downtime after that. Oh, Margaret, thank you. Margaret was there. I need a quiet staple. This is not quiet. It sounds quiet it must sound quiet on the thing, but it's loud in person. Anyway, we talk about going to these events in person. Like, it's a lot of fun to be on all the virtual stuff, right? It's cool. You're there with other people who have paid to be in a class, that are learning, who are invested, who, for a list of reasons, want to be there, right? When you're in person and you're connecting, for me, I was bawling my eyes out at the end. Me too. Cheryl says your event was life-changing to me. Me too, Cheryl. Me too. So much. Are you planning on attending other Wreath events this year except for Wreath Makers Live? I am. I am, but I don't want to announce them yet. Because I just want to, because I am, though. There's one other one, I'll say, but it could conflict with my sister's final national soccer thing in Florida. Hoping it doesn't, but it might. But I'll be at Wreath Makers Live for sure. Mel, you and Tammy went above and beyond. Every little detail was thought of. Every little detail was thought of. Denise, I'm so happy to meet you and your daughter, Maria. Love her. She is full of energy, and I love it. Oh, see, Margaret said I have someone helping me with my move. She's moving from Washington State. By the way, she drove to our event. You guys, I'm just taking that pipe cleaner right through the mesh, and I'm winding it. I'll turn it over and show you. Where is your next Louisiana? Where in Louisiana is your next workshop? So the workshop is a virtual only. The workshops that we do is virtual only. I met Lisa Kellum before the first Wreath Makers Live, and then we met in person for the first time at Wreath Makers Live, and we were roomies. And then she was on stage at Tammy and I's event, and we roomed together. We're like roomie for life. Your event was my first. It was so amazing meeting like-minded people. Can't wait to meet a larger crowd at Wreath Makers Live. I can't wait. Aw, she's so sweet, Denise. Okay. All right. Let me get this in there. Now we have that bow still, right? So cute with our little thingies here. All right. Let me just go around because it's starting to like drive me crazy. I try to only do this once where I'm going around to each piece, touching it, moving it, putting it in the right spot. At least so it looks perfect for pictures. When it's on your door, it's going to move around and the wind is going to get it and it's going to be just fine. But for pictures, at least, I want it to be as perfection as possible. All right. See? And with that, my tears are gone. Tina, don't say anything else. Denise did have the coolest glasses. They were awesome. I still haven't gotten around to ordering them, but they're still awesome. 5 years ago, I found Damon on YouTube. I've been following him through his journey and growing Deco Exchange. Hasn't it been marvelous, Veronica? Two amazing business teams and coaching. Aww. Hey, Therese. All right. We got a little tail here, and we're going to go with a Lisa bow. Speaking of Lisa. I'm going to go 7 inches. As soon as I turn that over on its side, you're going to be like, that is that thin. So I'm going to go 7 inches on the tail, and I'm going to pinch. And then my loop is going to be about 6 inches. A little smaller than that, 6 inches. Now, because... Is the chainsaw finally done? Yes. I remember when Damon showed up at my house. Wasn't that incredible? Bonnie, I was just actually yesterday, I was looking at videos and I was watching, I was looking on my phone and I was scrolled through the pictures. Talk about starstruck. Talk about starstruck. How would you like for Damon Oates and Parker Stelly to just show up at your house the night before your son's adoption at the courts and just show up like, hey, what's going on? I wasn't a coach. I wasn't a coach then. No, I was not a coach. I wasn't a coach then. He asked me to fill in for him. You guys, I'm talking right through this. I'm so sorry. Anyway, incredible, incredible. It's all been incredible. It's all been incredible. But, it takes work to grow a business and be, I know I just said, and I took time off after the event, after our Tammy and I's event, I took time off. You should allow yourself grace to keep your mental health as sane as possible. Okay? But owning your own business, behind the scenes, I may not have been live, but behind the scenes, I was still working my business. I was still posting all the time. I was still commenting all the time. I was still, watching and learning others and doing all the behind the scenes stuff. I just wasn't present. I just wasn't mentally present. But it's hard work. I've been growing now since I technically started in 2015. Way long story. And then I had everything packed away. And when I unpacked, moved into our new house and unpacked, and that's when I found Damon online, it just instantly sparked. Like instant spark. It's been a lot of hard work since then, but if I'll say this, if you start now, if you start working consistently now, I mean every day, something, a baby step every day, even through obstacles, even through, I hate to even say this out loud, but even through tragedies and sadness, and even through the celebrations, every single day, if you're doing something that puts your business either mentally or physically or anyway a step ahead, in a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, so I could say I officially kicked this off in 2017. I've been on, I don't even know how many stages at this point. Not that it's been a zillion. I'm saying it's been more than one for sure. I've had my own event. I've been on Wreath Makers Live. It's way more than making wreaths. It's way more than having your own business. It's way more than all of that. It's my 17-year-old sister who just got accepted to Michigan State, wrote her entire essay that she needed to submit to college to be accepted in her application. She wrote her entire paper about me. This is way, way, way more than just making wreaths. And sometimes you need a downtime, and take it. I have no idea why I started talking about that or what the point was at all, but that all just came out. Not her thesis. It was just in her application. She had to write an essay. I know. You know what? Hold on. I gotta read this one part to you. Hold on. I gotta read it to you. Get out your tissues. I'll just say that. Get your tissues out. I'm just gonna say that. Get your tissues out. Okay, you ready? I gotta take a drink. Hold on. Okay. So this again. So she's my 17-year-old sister. She, I talk to her a lot, not a lot about business and what her future looks like and what she's into. But when we're with each other, we chit chat, not a lot, just, a little. This is what she says. When you become successful in life, it is easy to show people your achievements and perks that come with success, but few people will give insight on hardships that led them to where they are today. My sister, Melissa Morrow, is the greatest inspiration in my life. Okay, sorry, I can't see my eyeballs. She shows me what real hard work and dedication looks like. Melissa inspires me every single day with her accomplishments in life, and I aspire to be like her when I grow up. Melissa has experienced what it's like to hit rock bottom and then bounce back and thrive. Unfortunately, when Melissa graduated high school, my family could not afford to pay for. I know it must say I only got a little spot, a little thing here. That's all I got. I've asked my stepmother to send me the whole dang paper. However, that's all I have. I'm not quite sure why. Anyway, okay, I have a tale. Listen. You guys, when I tell you I needed some time away and time down, and I am so stinking happy to be back, it's not funny. Oh, I needed y'all. I needed y'all. Okay, I know, Tina. Tremendous honor. It's just, I think of the little interaction, and little interaction I've had with Emma, about business and about, life. And then I realized that I'm living with an 8-year-old little girl who still asks me, by the way, like almost, if not every other day, at least every third day if she could go live with me. I know, Gail. It's always late at night and she's always sleeping. And so, you know, anyway, I think about the impact I have on we all, this whole industry, because she hears about everybody, how I've had at Emma. And then I think I live with this little girl who is, you know, just sees all of it, every day, all day, every day. And she asks, you know, because now she's into like, you know, YouTube Kids, and she's watching, you know, YouTube Kids stars, and she is asking, oh, how many subscribers do you have, Mom? And I always start with, well, on Facebook, I have 100,000. She doesn't know what Facebook is. Anyways, it's been really cool. So I don't know if you needed to hear this, if I'm just rambling to you, I don't know, but if you're thinking about starting this journey, no matter what, maybe it's not making wreaths, maybe you make cards, maybe you are like the 83-year-old gal that I used to work for before I started this, and you make wedding invitations at $35 a piece. Maybe you do that. I'm telling you, there's a market for whatever you probably do, right? There just is. You just gotta every day. You just gotta do it. Every day. Look at Lisa Kellum. Lisa Kellum took a very big life move. She stepped away from wreath making for, I think, a whole year. And she's back like in full force. Right? Okay. All right. I've been playing with this ribbon now. We have our first layer. For those of you who purchased this kit and you're waiting for my tutorial, I have failed you. I am so sorry. I'm off on very different things. I know, Felicia, I can't wait to read the whole thing. I cannot wait to read the whole thing. This year started off really good. It started off, I feel like 2023 started with our event. That's what I feel like. Just has been snowballing since then. All good stuff. Okay. The bow. Let's talk about the bow again. The bow. You see here I just let that go. I have 2 loops here, 1 loop down here, and 2 tails. So I didn't want to take away from the glitter. I didn't want to take away from the floral. I want a bow. I just don't want it to be, you know, a big crazy bow. So I just went with very simple, okay, a nice plaid on the bottom, a solid on the top. It's amazing to hear people tell you something that you did or said. I know, it's crazy, Sarah. Made me real. Oh, there you are, Lisa. Made me realize how much I truly love it. Missed the amazing community and determined to work harder than ever. And let me tell you, she is kicking butt already this year. Anyway, okay, so this is the Lisa bow. At least this is the Lisa layer, I'm going to call it, because I added a little bit. And we're only doing 2 ribbons. So we have 2 loops on one side, 1 loop on the other, and then two tails, okay? So the top of my, that I've already now played with, the top of my bow is just going to be this ribbon. I'm not going to do too many, I'm not going to do more layers than this. So I want the tail, okay? And then on the top here, I just want one little loop. It helps hide my pipe cleaner, and I like that. So 1 little loop, and it's about 1.5 inches or 2 inches. I totally lied to you. It's about 3 inches. Well, it's 3 inches. It's nice to listen to you inspire me to make. Oh, Debbie. Okay, this ribbon is very similar on both sides, so I don't have to twist it because I really don't have to. But that stitch there is definitely different on one side than the other. So if I want to make it a nice, clean, pretty ribbon, pretty bow, I'm going to twist that so that I can always keep the top of that ribbon on the top. So I twist it and then bring it back and make a loop. Gather it behind. Okay. Twist it again. Make another loop. Gather it. Twist it. So I still want those 3 loops and 2 tails. I just wanted that extra loop at the top. So now I have 2, forget this one, doesn't exist. I have 2 and 1. Pushing past my fears creates another whole set of fears. You're right. You are right, and I am with you. You are right, and we're going to do it together. So the side with the 2 loops, I want to be on opposite ends. So every layer, when you're making a bow, a Lisa bow, no matter how many layers it is, you want it to be opposite, right? So 2 loops on this side, 2 loops on that side, okay? So I'm just going to put it on top here. And that's just so that when you're pulling that out and you're making it layered and everything, it looks balanced. That's what we're looking for, balance. And I still have super bad carpal tunnel, and I haven't pounded in my Easy Bow Maker stems. What are they called? Pegs. So we're just gonna do it this way. All right, so I'm gonna stick this down in there before I fluff it. Got a nice little spot for it too. So I have my Lucky over here. Damon called that the happy guy. The happy guy. Oh yeah. I'm gonna stay away from the Lucky over here. I'm gonna put the bow over on this side. Okay, I'm gonna put it right there on the end. And I'm just going to stick our pipe cleaner right in that, right through, all the way through. Every time I watch one of your lives, I hear something that I needed to hear. It gives me a little push to keep going. Aww. Even though you don't know it, you give me confidence in what I'm doing. Oh. Well, I'm really glad you're here, darling. Is it Chelsea? I'm going to put this on the end in 1 second so you can see. If you are Beverly Thompson from Greenville, South Carolina, or if you are Mary Van Ripper from San Francisco, California, which I didn't even realize it when I landed on her name. She was at our event. Her and her husband, and he made wreaths too. I think it was his first wreath that he made at the event, but he did good. Okay, I put this up like this. And just fluff away. That one looks a little too long. That one looks a little too short. It's fine. All right. The bow that took us forever to make. Sorry, y'all. Super duper cute. I love those clovers in there. And then when you put it on its side, it's still really thin. Still super duper. Thin, 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 thin. So again, I made it this style design for folks who live in Michigan, or for anybody really who has the storm doors, so they can fit between the storm doors. It's just perfect. So this was a kit inside my shop. I'm not sure if it still is available, but it was. Along with, there is a Valentine kit in there, and there's also an Easter kit in there. Again, don't forget, if you're buying more than one at a time, the shipping will charge you a shipping charge for each item, but then when I actually ship it, it'll all go in one box, and I'll refund all the excess shipping that we don't need, okay? I'm very fair on that. You know, it's just the way Etsy is, and, you know, it's just the way it goes. So, you could do the extra clover in the bow. Yeah, because there's an extra clover. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Put a little green out, or put a little... Oh, that would be so cute. Hold on, let me just do this. That would be... Jenny, that's bored. That's a great idea. Put a little bit of glue. I don't have my glue gun on, but... Look at how cute. Jenny Ward, great idea. And then just put a little bit of glue right on that tip. Okay, nice, nice, not too much because you don't want to see it. And then just lift that ribbon up and put it right down in there. Look at me, I'm pretending like I actually have glue on the end. What is my problem? That's so cute. Adorable. Super cute. Boom. I know. I was just thinking, oh, I hope Damon's not watching. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Do you know? Listen, I have 100 pairs of these. Literally 100 pairs of these. Everybody, remember everybody was using them at the workshop? I have 100 pair. It's fine. I promise you I don't cry if you're brand new. I promise you I don't cry every single time. It's been a couple of months where there's lots going on. So I promise I don't cry every single time. I am an emotional person. I do very much care about what we're doing here, what we're building, what we are inspiring through everyone for different ways, different things, not even just business, but just everything. So, you know, when I say to you that y'all make me want to be a better person every single day, and being around the coaches, you know, I don't take that lightly. You know, I am a creative coach with Damon and Jordan. So there's Damon, Jordan, Derica, Stacy, Megan, Jackie, Tammy, myself. We're all in the creative coaching. And of course there's, you know, other various things that go on, and bonuses in our coaching group here and there. I don't take that lightly. It's a very serious job. I am very, very honored to be a part of that community. And I'm really looking forward to 2023. I'm looking forward to it with y'all. I'm looking forward to it with the coaches. I'm looking forward to it in my own business. I'm looking forward to it with my family. You know, the coaches in the beginning of the year plan for the whole year. We have our masterminds scheduled out. So I'm really, really looking forward to a really good year for everyone. So I will try to keep in touch as much as I can through text messages. The best way you're going to be able to get questions from me answered, the best way is to be live here with me. I try to make sure I go back through and read all those comments, or to send me a text message. I do check them. I do check them a lot. I check them in the middle of the night. And so if I don't text you back, it's probably because I read your text at 1 or 2 in the morning and I didn't want to be rude and text back. So that's all I have for you for today. Again, this was a kit available inside the shop along with other things. If you haven't joined the workshop yet, you can join us. It's melscreativeworkshop.com. And that is all I have. I'll stop crying. Oh boy. Oh, Cheryl, I love spending time with you guys too. I really do. I really, really do. All right, I got to go pack the car for tomorrow's drop off at the boutique. And so I will talk to y'all soon.